Hi, welcome to Mom and D Hawaii. Today we're going to do how to DIY these large Cricut paper flowers. First, you're going to start curling each petal, and so one up, one down. You're going to glue the little slit down the center to give the petal some shape, and each layer has 6 petals. So starting with the largest layer, just going to go around and glue the little slits together so that you can provide a little bit shape and curling upward for each petal. And again, curling one side of the petal up and one side of the petal down, and I just used a pen in order to do this. And here I am gluing the little slits together so that you have 6 petals total, and then arranging them in a nice little circle, evenly spaced, and then hot gluing them all together, so in a layered fashion. So putting the next petal on top of each one so that you have 3 halfway around, and then the other 3 forms the other half in a nice circular shape. And here I am gluing the last 2 petals on, and again, this is the largest layer. The petals are approximately 10 inches tall. You can see my blog at www.momandhawaii in order to get the actual templates for the petals. You can use whatever shape that you'd like though. You don't have to use this specific shape. But the main thing is to give it some shape, and again, each layer has 6 petals. So again, the first layer is approximately 9 inches tall, and then you're going to keep going around and doing the next layer the same way. The petals were all curled the same way. One half of the petal, the top curled upward and the other half curled downward, just to give it some shape. And again, using a hot glue gun, making that next layer. Then you hot glue gun the 2 layers together when they're all done. So here I'm just placing them together, making sure they have a nice layered effect. Now doing the 3rd level, the glue gun, gluing the slits together so that the center has a little bit of shape. The deeper your slit is, the more curved your petal is going to be. Therefore, you're going to need more layers. Slits were proportional for each petal. Just keep going around. Now, so it's not difficult to do this whole process. It's just a little bit time consuming. And so again, here you are putting all 6 petals to make this 3rd layer together. And if you make a mistake, you can always peel it apart and re-glue them back together, which I glued it backwards the first time, and so I glued it again, peeled off the glue from the glue gun, which is one of the nice things about using a glue gun, is that you can peel off the glue if you make a mistake. And you can see this layer is forming nicely, and then that layer fits in very nicely into the previous layer. And here's the last layer, the 4th layer. So originally I had planned and cut out 5 layers of petals. And when I actually made the flower, that extra last layer was not really necessary. But here I am gluing again the little slits together to give the bottom some shape. And because there are 6 petals, the shape in the very center of the flower is a small little hexagon. So if you can think about putting the hexagon shape together, that way you can ensure that your petals are actually evenly spaced. So again, should take about 3 petals to get through half of the flower or the circle around, so forming half of the hexagon right in the center. And there's this very last layer, and you can do more layers. Now the last step you're gonna do is glue all the layers together, and so using generous amounts of hot glue, you're gonna just line up the little hexagons in the center and make sure each layer is centered nicely and layered up perfectly straight. And here's the last one. And in the center, I also put a flower center that's from Cricut Design Space, cut out with my Cricut Maker. You can see that's glued right in the center. As soon as that's done, you'll see all 3 finished flowers in blue, pink, and off-white. And then I use them to make a unicorn poster for my daughter's birthday. And then it was also used in a birthday table. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more.